It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
So good to be with you again, everybody. The NBA season has now hit its stride. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll be watching the Houston Rockets playing against the Knicks in New York. For the Knicks, they lost their first matchup against these guys. This, their final game against them in the regular season, looking to finish with a split. And as we reach the midway point, Kenny, still a lot of games left on the schedule. How do players cope with the wear and tear their bodies go through?
Well, a lot of times when you're mentally or physically tired, you could sit there and all of a sudden you misquote things, you missay things here on the analyst desk. On the basketball court, that's turnovers, that's missing assignments, missing rebounds. Same thing. Like, I know this is our, 82nd game this year. You're starting to feel it a little bit. That's how those guys feel.
I didn't know the midpoint was the 82nd game, but anyway, injuries start to take a toll.
No, but we've done 87 two games. Doesn't mean the team.
We've done a lot of games in our role here in the.
I
we get 2 games a night. Remember
on the set.
Yeah. Anyway, I was saying the injuries, they start to take a toll. Not just the big ones, the little ones. Type of injuries I hate are the freak injuries. One time, Ernie, I was walking with my shoes off, stubbed my toe.
That's called barefoot.
That's a freak injury. Stubbed my toe, was out for 6 weeks. So you got to get rest, eat well.
Well, if you kick a brick wall, that's not a.
And man up.
Yeah, maybe you should. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Barefoot.
View from high above the city that never sleeps, New York City. It's an interconference contest here in the Big Apple, New York, as the Knicks play one at home. A time-honored tradition, the NBA on 2K Sports, Sunday night hoops action. Delighted to have all of you with us here tonight. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke.
All right, ready to go?
Look at Houston. Guys, what a terrific start to the season. They've really been getting it done early.
And keep in mind, just the 2-game season series. This is their final game against this group, and they're looking to duplicate the outcome of that first contest where they played a terrific ball game.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, given the way things went for them in that game, I'll bet they wish they could play them more than just twice. We'll see if they feel that way once this game's over.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Modiunas and Howard, the post pair. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. And it's Lawson in at the 1. Afflalo, that's good.
Always nice to get the first lead of the game.
Yeah, I agree with you there because to me it's just much more comforting to play from the front than to be battling from behind.
Now here's Modiunas. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Here is Calderon. He had 10 points in the win against Miami. Kicks it to Afflalo. Outside Anthony. Pass to Porzingis. Lopez a screen. Anthony against Howard. Shot clock at 5. Porzingis. No good there off the double clutch.
And guys, Porzingis was almost a rookie last season, but he opted to pull out of the early entry and wait a year for this past summer's draft. Seemed to have worked out for him as far as how his draft stock has changed.
Now here's Harden, coming off a solid outing against Philadelphia. It's tipped. Anthony, the pass to Calderon. New York moving it around. Afflalo outside. Shot left block, and it's sent back by Howard. Afflalo kicks to Anthony. They get the rebound.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Here's Harden. Good.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
And he gets it to go. Greg, you're right with Porzingis. It made sense for him to wait one more year. Clark has a lot to learn, but still comes over, a much talked about player, a much better player than had he declared last season.
I agree with you, yet he'll still need time to develop, but all the ingredients are there. He's got a chance to be a really good player.
Yeah, the Latvian had a great shot for his height, and there'll be an interesting stretch for in the NBA.
Good call.
Here's Anthony following the basket by Yunus. Calderon dishes to Lopez. The shot's good on the assist by Calderon. Lopez has got his first bucket of the night. Rockets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Harden, and the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Anthony kicks to Calderon. A follow the pass to Lopez, and it's sent back by Howard. A follow, no good.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly, that's the right look. The decision was good, he just didn't execute.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly, the defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Well, Dwight Howard had that back surgery, and he's had knee trouble, and he is no longer quite as dominant, Clark, as the player we saw back in certainly his younger days in Orlando.
Yeah, but nonetheless, Kevin, he's still in the conversation for best centers in the NBA. I think he remains a superstar big man when he's healthy.
And you remember back in Orlando, Dwight Howard, a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, not to mention a slam dunk title. He's lost some of that lift, but still has more than just about any other center in our league.
Shot's good.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
And that one's good.
And Howard missing a lot of time last season with various knee issues. He's taken his training and conditioning regimen to a new level, it looks like, to kind of preserve his body for the long haul.
Lopez, a screen on Lawson. Calderon kicks to Lopez. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
A room service dime by Jose Calderon.
Pass to Howard. Back to Harden. Down low. Lawson dishes to Harden. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Boy, he is such a ridiculous dunker.
High riser, no doubt about it.
Goodness, I mean, you come to expect plays like that from him, and folks, that never gets old.
And here are the Knicks now. The Rockets making the shot. Lopez, a screen on Lawson. Off the pick. And again, it's New York.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now here's Yunus. A 14-point game for him in the win against Philadelphia.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
Ariza with the bucket.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
The pass to Porzingis. The feed to Afflalo. Pass to Carmelo. And stolen by Ariza. Harden. But they recover it. Here's Howard. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Yep, and if they can maintain this energy level, their lead will be safe.
Here's Anthony following the score by Houston. 5 to shoot. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Dwight Howard.
You know, for Carmelo last season, it was Murphy's Law. What could go wrong did go wrong. After signing Melo to a max deal, the Knicks management expected a bunch from him, but with the new offense and a bad knee, it didn't happen.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Porzingis, and Langston Galloway subbed in for Jose Calderon. Rockets leading by 5. And getting back to Carmelo last year, that team really became devoid of talent. In some games, Greg, in games that he played, he seemed like their only scoring option.
You know, we talk about needing a big three to compete for a championship, and for over half the season last year, the Knicks basically had a big half. I mean, because Carmelo missed that half, and when the deck is stacked against you like that, sometimes it's better to fold your cards and live to play another day, and that's really what Carmelo did.
Just 5 to shoot. Three-pointer, and that is good. Anthony's got 6.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Lawson gets to Ariza. The dish to Moniunas. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Houston in the lead. Harden outside. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
There's Galloway, who picked up 12 points in their last win against Miami.
And don't forget about his playmaking in that game either. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the D and creating opportunities for both himself and his teammates.
Now, here's Ariza, following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. Here's Moniunas, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Last season, we saw Moniunas make some nice strides.
Yeah, big uptick in his scoring efficiency, Kevin. Both his shooting from beyond the arc and from within the arc increased.
Jose Calderon. He's checked in for Aaron Aflalo. And then for Houston, Brewer comes in for James Harden. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Ty Lawson. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
And Moniunas actually showing a newfound post repertoire there. I mean, he's deceptive. He has hooks and pump fakes, little up and unders. The Rockets looked to him for offense when they weren't playing through Harden.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Capella's checked in, and Decker subbed in for Trevor Ariza. Decker gets the bucket.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
That one goes. Count it. Serafin's got his first 2 points of the night.
And Moniunas is a very confident player. I think where he can still improve is his rebounding and defensive impact. With a 7-foot frame, he's got to learn to play like a 7-footer.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Block shots, a stat that sometimes doesn't tell the whole story. Big-time shot blockers aren't always elite defenders. And then the opposite is true. Their block shot totals don't quite capture that great impact they really have defensively.
You know, and Akeem the Dream, certainly one of the greatest all-around players to have ever played the game. An endless array of offensive moves down low, no doubt. And defensively, his numbers speak for themselves. I mean, almost 4,000 career blocks, 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, just a legendary low-post defender.
Now, here's Calderon. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. There's a screen. Nobody near Williams. No good on the triple.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Decker can't hit.
Well, that's a bad miss right there. I mean, you'd like to see him be a little more assertive when he has such good position. Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in. You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Now here's Calderon, covered by Brewer. Calderon kicks to Galloway. Back to Calderon. There's a good screen. Down low, off the pick. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Rockets.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Now let's go over to Doris Burke, who spoke with Derek Fisher. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, and he said their preparation for this game was all about defense. Going up against one of the premier offensive teams in the NBA, he said, listen, it's a challenge that we need to embrace. Nobody can do it by themselves. It's got to be a collective effort. Guys, we'll see if they can put the brakes on this high-scoring team. It's never easy.
All right, Doris, and guys, what's your take on Coach's strategy here?
I'll tell you what, he doesn't sugarcoat it at all. I mean, it's a challenge going up against a team that is just as potent offensively as this group is, and he wants his guys to be mentally prepared for it.
Exactly. I mean, it's going to take some major intensity at that end of the floor if they're going to be able to weather the storm.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding. And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. And so here is New York following the score by Houston. Ball's knocked loose. Up the floor, and then Jones with the jam.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Now here's Calderon. He feeds it to Galloway. That ball's nice speed this time from Jose Calderon. Galloway has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Capella the pass to Decker. Houston moving the ball around. Here's Jones. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys too.
Dishes to O'Quinn. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That's on Terrence Jones. New York shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game. First free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter. Offense, the order of the day is. And a chance to hear from former number 2 overall pick Derek Williams about his focus offensively.
Just getting to the basket more, being able to finish with the defender in front of me. I think getting to the line a lot more as well. I think, getting to the line and finishing at the basket.
2 huge improvements for him. Greg, can he do more?
Definitely. He's already taken a big leap forward, and there's plenty more room for him to grow. He could become a real beast in this league.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively through the first.
Very crisp and sharp, not much stagnation at all on offense.
We've got Anthony. Amundsen is out there with Robin Lopez. Then there's Aflalo, and it's Galloway in at the point. That's the 5 for New York right now.
Well, I know last year the Knicks seemed to me to be very passive offensively, and that can sometimes be the case when you're trying to learn the triangle offense, but they never seem to attack the rim at all.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
There's Galloway. Anthony nowhere around. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Greg, as you mentioned, the Knicks very shy at going to the rim last year. Really could have used that dynamic among a lot of things to their game.
Yeah, and no doubt about it. I mean, think about this. The Knicks were last in the league in drives per game as a team. So they struggled shooting when they did attack the rim, only 42%. So those areas have to improve if this team wants to become competitive.
Now here's a Flalo. His last outing with 20 points. Shots good by Anthony.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Howard in the post. Lopez covering. Count the bucket. Howard's got the lead, back up to 10 now for the Rockets. The Knicks shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Here's Galloway. Terry covering. Galloway kicks to a Flalo. Elbow shot. No good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Reza dishes to Howard. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
And New York making a change here. Porzingis is checked in. The Rockets also changing it up. Montejunas is checked in for Harrell, and James Harden subbed in for McDaniels. The kick out to a Flalo. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. 9 points for Aaron Aflalo.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Harden the pass to Montejunas. Here's Howard, and that one is stuffed right through.
And that's going to increase the field goal percentage even more. They have a huge edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. I mean, they've been very patient offensively, and their shot selection has been superb.
Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for the Knicks. Knicks trail by 11. Galloway kicks to Anthony. They set the pick. Right at the free throw line. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got his third rebound tonight. Here's Montejunas. And the layup's good off the glass. Montejunas has got 8.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Now here's Seraphin. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. The shot by Anthony, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Howard back to Ariza. Houston moving the ball around. And the jam by Montejunas.
I'll tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
They get a hand on it.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Terry outside. Back to Harden. And that one's good. Harden's got 10 points.
Listen, guys, James Harden, clearly the front runner for the best shooting guard in the NBA, arguably in the conversation for the best player in our league. And listen, he's a league leader in scoring a season ago. He's a one-man wrecking crew offensively.
Here's Porzingis. James Harden picking up that last basket. Nice shot by Porzingis.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Harden, no good. And James Harden really an offense unto himself, as Greg was just talking about. They had a stat which combined three-pointer made and three-point makes created with a pass. Harden was first, and Clark, it wasn't even close.
Well, that was a mouthful in terms of breaking down those analytics, but I tell you what, he does a great job of attacking and finding teammates for threes. I can put it simply that.
And a look now statistically over the last month for the Rockets. Tops in scoring. First in assists, and they're number 1 in block shots. This is a team that doesn't allow easy shots in the lane.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses, and I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with them.
Houston making some changes. Terrence Jones is checked in for Monty Eunice. Decker comes in for Trevor Ariza. And Ty Lawson subbed in for Jason Terry. Anthony dishes to Galloway. Feeds it to Aflalo. They set the pick. Outside Anthony. Takes the three. It's rebounded by Houston. 17 points was their biggest margin. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at him.
He dishes it to Seraphin. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Seraphin's got his third basket of the night right there. Rockets leading by 11. Harden the pass to Decker. Left side, Jones. He kicks it to Harden. Back to Jones. Lets it go from 11. The Rockets with another miss. New York's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Pass to Porzingis. Takes a three. Decker with the rebound. For the New York Knicks, they won their last contest against the Miami Heat.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
When you think of James Harden, you don't think much about his athleticism. His strength, though, is exceptional for his position.
Yeah, I think that's his greatest attribute. His ball handling's good, but it's his strength. He's able to run through contact.
So for the Knicks, Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Porzingis. Derek Williams comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Calderon in for Langston Galloway. The Rockets also changing it up. Capella's checked in, and it's Brewer in for James Harden.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Kicks it to Capella. Calderon up top. Lawson defending. Lawson's against Calderon. Passes it to Aflalo. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And Brewer kicks to Lawson. That's good. And the Rockets lead by 13.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
There's the feed to O'Quinn. The Rockets pull it in.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Capella. Here's Jones. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Now, here's Calderon. Aflalo goes in. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Aflalo's got 7 points here in this quarter.
They're earning their points with the jump shot now.
And that's right, Clark. 6 of their last 10 have come from the mid-range.
And here we go. Fast break. Calderon's got it. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Then a big game for Aflalo. 13 points and a steal.
For New York, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. The Rockets were terrific on the road last season, Clark. Tied for second with the Clippers for the most road wins in the league.
26-15, although if you want to get picky about it, they had one of those wins in Mexico City, so maybe 25.5 road wins for them. Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Calderon dishes to Aflalo. And it's Seraphin in the corner. And Capella sends it back. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Lawson with the ball. Decker gets the bucket.
Boy, that's a nice feed by Lawson.
Knicks trail by 15.
And I do remember that Mexico City game last year for the Rockets. A huge turnout for them. It felt like they were the crowd favorites. Still, you can't take anything away from their road performances last season.
Here is Brewer. Aaron Aflalo picking up that last basket. Stolen by O'Quinn. And Aflalo kicks to Calderon. Aflalo against Lawson. Now here's Calderon. D right on him. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Seraphin. And Capella sends it back.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that. And, you know, you think about the Rockets, as you mentioned. I mean, one reason they were so good on the road is their offense didn't miss a beat when they left Houston. When you can get to the line as much as they did, you remain consistent on the road.
That's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case, you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on you.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
What a performance. Just look at the game for Seraphin. He has 8 points. He's come up with a couple of nice steals today, too.
Clark, just a very energetic brand of defense.
Lopez, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. And then for Houston, Harrell, he's checked in for Jones. McDaniels comes in for Decker. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Ty Lawson. Here's McDaniels. 8 points his last outing. The 9-foot shot. Again, the Rockets score.
Another bucket added to the lead. They've been the better team in every facet.
And in my opinion, you get extra bonus points, extra eye of the beholder points when you do it the way they're doing it on the road. That's special.
Here is Seraphin following the score by Houston. Stolen by Beverly. And here we go. Houston running again. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really, as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
And the Knicks making a change here. Amundsen's checked in. Brewer hits them both. Well, nobody said, Greg, being in the NBA was for the faint of heart. The Knicks in a few short years have gone from a playoff team, unfortunately, to the worst team in the NBA.
Hard to fathom, Kevin, that the Knicks did enter last season with playoff aspirations, but that quickly vanished. They were just completely overmatched and overwhelmed.
Aflalo, no good.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Calderon passes to Aflalo. Shoots it. And the shot falls short this time. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Rockets ahead, leading by 17. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with Dwight Howard. And Dwight, you looked really strong so far tonight. What's been your approach?
I'm just trying to play with a lot of energy. I'll do the best I can on the defensive end to help my teammates out. Post hard.
Dwight, thank you so much. Kevin, one of the most intimidating defenders in the league.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. A big night so far for Dwight Howard. He had 12 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
Well, shooters were popping open right and left. Exceptional ball movement. Guys racing off screens, spotting up, knocking down shots. That's the way you play basketball unselfishly, and it was superb, and they exploited all the weaknesses of the defense.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
Ernie, I'm going to hit you with some Spanish. Reason number uno why they're being blown out is their poor reboundion. Is that right? Reboundion? I don't know. Rebounding, whatever, however you say it. They're just not battling. Where's the fight? They've had way too many one-and-done possessions. Time to crank up the effort, Ernie.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is just about to get started. Now back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We will see you later.
As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. We've seen Aaron Aflalo really having a great game.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
So on the floor for Houston, Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Modiunas and Howard the post pair, and it's Lawson in at the point guard.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
And it's Ariza in the corner. The pass to Howard. Lawson dishes to Modiunas. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Modiunas has got 12 in the game.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers Club on that pump fake.
Pass to Porzingis. Some nice passing by New York here. Calderon kicks to Anthony. And it's sent back by Howard. The shot's good from Lopez. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Lawson kicks to Howard. Follow against Harden. Lawson outside. To the middle. Knocked away. 4 on the clock. The dish to Howard. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Howard's got 14.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
Calderon passes to Aflalo. Anthony kicks to Calderon. Here's Porzingis. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Calderon against Lawson. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Got a piece of it. Anthony on the wing. Pass to Porzingis. Calderon kicks to Lopez. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
One thing about Jose Calderon, you could see the frustration in him last season playing a career-low 42 games, and his averages were down pretty much, Greg, across the board.
Yeah, and Kevin, he was brought in to kind of invigorate the Knicks' point guard position, but following a preseason calf injury, he missed the team's first 13 games and never was able to really get going. Remember, coming into a new system where he had to learn how to play differently, and then after all that, you have to shut him down because of that left Achilles.
Aflalo, no good.
Not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge, too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them, fighting for every loose ball.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Derek Fisher was giving to his team. The focus of this discussion was getting their offense to run through Aflalo. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Langston Galloway's checked in for New York. Houston leading by 17.
And getting back to Jose Calderon, he's been an extremely efficient shooter for a point guard, 48% from the field throughout his career. But last season, he couldn't hit it at all. I mean, he dropped down to 41%.
And so it's New York with it, following the score by Houston. To the paint. And here's the fast break. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Lawson. Lawson's got his 5th assist in this one. The Knicks have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter, 4 of 8.
And, you know, on the topic of Jose Calderon, his game is predicated on getting others involved. Last season, he had Carmelo Anthony to throw it to, and really pretty much no one else. So defenders could key on him a little more, causing him, I thought, to become just a little less efficient.
Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Robin Lopez. Galloway, the pass to Porzingis. There's the pick. Dishes it to Galloway. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off the screen. And the rejection by Harden. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Here's Lawson. He feeds it to Harden. He dishes it to Howard. Lawson from outside. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. 9 points for Ty Lawson.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
There's Galloway. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. And count the basket, he was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. That's on Dwight Howard. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for New York. And a switch here also for Houston. Jones is checked in. Harden outside. Calderon kicks to Galloway. Back to Calderon. Feeds to O'Quinn. He kicks to Serafin. Just 5 on the clock. There's the pick. Here's Galloway. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J. Galloway has got 5 points in the quarter. Ariza, right side. Calderon against Ariza. Now here's Calderon. Not a lot of room. Kicks to Serafin. Anthony with room to shoot. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Howard's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he'd shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
Here's Anthony. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Galloway has got his 3rd assist on the night. Rockets leading by 17. No good from Howard.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now, here's O'Quinn. Outside Anthony. Passes it to Serafin. 5 to shoot. All sorts of time. And it's Anthony again missing.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
Ariza with the bucket. Calderon with it. Outside Anthony. Back to Calderon. Anthony on the wing. They set the pick. The shot misses. And Houston the other way now. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Last time they met in Houston.
And last time they faced off, really an easy win. They put together a pretty complete game, but their edge on the glass, for me, still stands out.
Yeah, I agree with you. The numbers shout loud and strong. I mean, a major edge for them clearing the backboards, and that was the difference on the scoreboard, too.
Derek Williams checked in for Kevin Serafin. Houston with a big group substitution here. Capella's checked in. Brewer comes in for Trevor Ariza. Daniels is checked in for James Harden. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Ty Lawson. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Houston.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but also give them credit for the layups they've had tonight after strong drives to the basket.
Now here's Beverley. Here's McDaniels. Brewer. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
It's no secret, Clark, what this Houston Rockets team wants to do. They want to get to the line, drive the lane, and hurt you from outside the arc.
And they'll do it all at a very fast pace. I mean, they're fun to watch. The pace is something that I think sneaks up on teams sometimes, Kevin.
Good point. And so it's Houston with it, following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. Brewer from outside the arc. Houston gets it back. Jones dishes to Capella. Here's Brewer. That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Now here's Calderon. The feed to Williams. That falls. Nice feed this time from Jose Calderon. Calderon's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Here's Capella, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Here's Galloway, defended by Beverley. Galloway kicks to Calderon. And K.J. McDaniels gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Here's Calderon. The pass to Williams. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And you guys, he was once considered a tweener. But now I think Derek Williams has kind of settled in to that 4 position. Seems to be the best position fit for him at this stage of his career.
And Williams drops them both. Last year, Williams did find a nice niche playing the 4. Still, his minutes and numbers, Clark, remain low.
Well, it's unfair because he was drafted so high, top 5 when he came out, and I don't think he'll ever live up to that draft position. The highlight dunks are great, but he's got to find other ways to continue to grow. You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounceability.
Here's Galloway. He's got 8. Outside Williams. Anthony right side. And rebounded by McDaniels.
He's certainly not been at his best this quarter, and that's an understatement.
Brewer passes to McDaniels. Outside, Jones. McDaniels kicks to Beverley. 6 on the shot clock. And the basket by Brewer. Brewer's got 7 points.
What a big-time mismatch it's been in the post. Where's the defensive adjustment? They're getting housed down there.
Yeah, something's got to change. A double team, maybe a substitution, but this is getting out of hand.
And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. Houston moving it around. Outside Anthony. Calderon kicks to Anthony. The shot's good on the assist by Calderon. And that's 13 points for Carmelo Anthony.
He had 1 in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
McDaniels passes to Beverley. The dish to Capella. A beautiful reverse layup.
They've been getting it inside at every opportunity and getting results, too.
Yeah, that's a winning formula as far as I'm concerned. They've been the aggressors and far more assertive on the offensive end.
Now here's Anthony. 13 points in the game. O'Quinn dishes to Anthony. Here's Williams. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. Here's Brewer. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him. Brewer's got 7 points for the quarter.
And he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
A difficult situation for New York. Calderon kicks to Galloway. Pass to O'Quinn. Anthony on the wing. Clock at 6. Out to the wing. Here's Galloway. Off target with his 3. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. 27 seconds left in the third. Beverly misses the 3. The Knicks shooting the ball around 43% from the floor so far in the third quarter. Now Anthony, one of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. There's a screen. Shoots the 3. That's good. Anthony's got 16 points.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Rockets leading by 21. Calderon is out there with a Flalo. Then there's Robin Lopez. Then it's Anthony. And it's Porzingis in at the power forwards position. That's the 5 for New York right now.
I'm not sure how I like this one. He used the rim to get some true hang time there.
Now, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Okay, that was just
I'll buy that for now.
a good old-fashioned chin check right there.
Good.
Great unspoken communication between teammates, leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
They're doing well overall, but the turnovers have been the exception.
Yeah, it has been, and they've been able to overcome the carelessness to this point, but I'm sure the coaching staff wants that to get cleaned up right now.
Now, here's Calderon. Inside, takes the 13-footer, and the Knicks good for 2.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, mid-range J is almost a gimme.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Knicks trail by 21. Pass to Flalo. Calderon dishes to Anthony. Good D by Howard.
And pulled out all the stops to fight his way inside, but the D just was not giving in.
And there's the foul. It's on Aaron Aflalo. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. And the Rockets with possession here. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. And here is Howard. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
We watched Howard play some great basketball. 8 rebounds and 3 denials. He's piling up the rejections to go along with the tremendous work he's done on the glass.
It's been about the paint and the way he's been able to control it all game long. And guys, you know, we've talked about it before, but it bears repeating. Dwight Howard may be the best overall rebounder in the last decade. 5 times out of the last 8 years, he's led the league in rebounding. That's almost impossible to do in the modern NBA.
Aflalo, no good. Rockets leading by 22 to the paint, and here comes Harden leading the fast break. Anthony against Harden. Anthony with it. The 3, and the basket good. Anthony's got 19 points. Howard Howard is still Clark, an efficient rebounder, still prolific in fact, but he's no longer dominant. Last year he had not one 20-plus rebound game. Tell me the last time that happened.
Well, you know, this being Dwight's 12th season in the league, Kevin, a lot of wear and tear on him. I think he's trying to fight through it, and he's still very much more than serviceable. Wants to get a ring, and he's doing his part to try to make that happen.
Here's Porzingis. James Harden picking up that last basket. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Listen, the Knicks had a hard time scoring last year. Just lacked any real presence in the paint, and lacking that paint threat makes things easier for the opposing defense.
Anthony drives in. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Howard's shot is good.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Now here's Calderon. Lopez a screen. And Afflalo kicks to Calderon. New York moving the ball around. And here's Anthony for 3. Again, the miss by Anthony. You know, at the Knicks, they were second to last in field goal percentage from their front court. Granted, they were hit by injuries. It seemed like all over the place all season.
Yeah, you know, with that poor field goal percentage shooting and being top 3 in field goal attempts on the year, not a good combination.
Here's Anthony following the basket by Dwight Howard. Anthony, the pass to Lopez. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. And so it's Houston with it. Lawson dishes to Howard. He's feeling it. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Yeah, he was boxed out and tried to get the rebound the only way he could.
Yeah, he got straight over the back and on top of him there, too. So nothing subtle about that one.
Knicks trail by 21. Here is Calderon to the inside. Afflalo, that's good. Afflalo's got 21.
And those are 2 teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Now here's Howard. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
That's good. He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Howard, no good on the free throw.
Boy, last year the Rockets dealt with a lot of injuries. I mean, the front court and post players were hit the hardest. I think almost every Rocket big would end up missing some time.
Harden against Anthony. Lopez sets a screen for Anthony. Shot clock at 6. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Lawson outside to the middle. The Knicks pull it in. Calderon's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And last season, GA, as you were talking about, the injuries for the Rockets did pile up. Dwight Howard was out. Terrence Jones was out. They missed those guys for multiple games.
Yeah, and that hurt them inside. But also, remember, Beverly goes down right before the playoffs. So in all, the Rockets had 180 missed games on their roster due to injury. Amazing they stayed so resilient and were able to capture that 2 seed.
And it's sent back by Lopez. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. And so it's Houston with it. Here's Howard. And at last they get one to fall. Howard's got 11 points in the quarter. Knicks trail by 21. Lopez a screen on Lawson. And the call will be against Ty Lawson. That's his first foul. Lopez kicks to Anthony. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Anthony's got 23 points.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Now, here's Howard. Back to Lawson. Dishes to Moniunas. Clock at 4. In the corner, Harden goes up the baseline. It's deflected, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. So it's the Knicks now, trailing by 19. They host the 76ers after this game, and that's the third of 4 straight played at home. Lopez sets a screen for Calderon. Boston on the double team. Here's Lopez. James Harden with the rebound. Harden's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Out of bounds, New York takes possession. New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. It's tipped and stolen by Ariza. Harden kicks to Howard and stolen by Aflalo. Feeds it to Calderon. Back to Anthony. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Anthony's got 25 points. It's Harden with the drive. That's good. And the Rockets lead by 19.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
Don't let it follow, shoot it.
Lawson against Calderon. Outside Anthony. Oh, that's blocked. They retain possession. Kicks to Lawson. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound. Anthony's got 5 rebounds tonight. He dishes it to Aflalo. Lopez outside. Fires the 3. That is good. Porzingis has got 9 points now in just the second half.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
How about the excitement right now that he's playing the game with? I love it.
He capped that dunk off with some serious hang time on the rim.
I tell you what, he just couldn't contain himself on that one.
Rockets leading by 18. Here's Ariza. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got assist number 5 here tonight.
I love the low post attack on that one.
Calderon kicks to Anthony. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And guys, he saw his chance to earn a little camera time there and took it.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
Lazy defense there, though, fellas. Somebody's got to be willing to put their body on the line and try to impede his path there.
Corey Brewer's checked in for Houston. Watson the pass to Howard. Got that one up quick.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball.
Now here's Calderon. It's Anthony with the drive, and it's sent back by Howard. And that one's good.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
Lawson outside. In the corner, it's Brewer. He feeds it to Moniunas. Now Calderon. Outside Anthony. This one for 3. And the rebound goes to Howard. Harden dishes to Brewer. Out to the right wing. Moniunas has the open look. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Pass to Calderon. Outside Anthony. Calderon against Harden. And here's Calderon. Out to Anthony. 5 on the clock. The feed to Lopez. It's rebounded by Houston. Howard's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Lopez against Moniunas. It's tipped. Aflalo outside. He kicks it to Calderon. Here's Porzingis. He's guarded by Howard. Calderon against Lawson. Shot from 12. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
That's a shot he shouldn't be afraid to take more often.
The pass to Moniunas, right wing. Lawson kicks to Moniunas. Anthony with the block.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Rockets.
Two great rebounding teams, Clark.
Yeah, and these guys just worked a little bit harder tonight. That was the edge that was needed.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And a one-sided season series this has been. I mean, in the final game of the year between these two teams, they do everything necessary to finish up with a 2-0 record against the Knicks.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Howard. And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
And Lawson, here we go. Got a hand on it. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Houston making some changes. .46 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. The Rockets with another miss.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one.
Now here's Williams. And O'Quinn kicks to Galloway. That free throw good from Galloway. Galloway hits both of them. Here's Terry. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Out of bounds. New York takes possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The dish to O'Quinn. And Capella sends it back. Terry outside. Taken away by Williams. To the wing right side. Here's Vujicic. Misses there. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And Ernie Johnson is still in the building, folks, for the postgame show. Coming up next,
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Dwight Howard. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
The job he did down low was fantastic. That's right, fantastic. He had great understanding of the way the defense was set up in the paint. He had a ton of high percentage looks close to the bucket and converted every time. Nice game, real nice game.
He flat out dominated. I mean, you see the kind of plays he was making all over the court. This is the game, no matter who they put on him, he wasn't going to be denied. His offensive power was in full effect.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.